Hello everyone, and welcome back to another riveting deep dive from the team here at TV Soap News and Spoilers channel. If you're as obsessed with the twists and turns of daytime drama as we are, then buckle up, because today, we're plunging headfirst into one of the most explosive storylines that's got fans buzzing across social media and living rooms alike. We're talking about the Dupree family saga, that tangled web of secrets, betrayals, and family loyalties that's been keeping us on the edge of our seats. Specifically, we're zeroing in on the burning question that's been haunting our inboxes and comment sections. Was it Donnie who single-handedly shattered the fragile peace at the Dupree family party, laying bare Vernon's jaw-dropping infidelity right in front of his unsuspecting wife, Anita? And, perhaps even more intriguingly, does this heart-wrenching tale of deception and confrontation unfold within the opulent, shadowy world of Beyond the Gates? Let's unpack this step by step, layer by dramatic layer, and explore why we can't shake the suspicion that Donnie might just be the unwitting or perhaps deliberate tactless thief for this family's implosion. First off, let's set the stage for those who might need a quick refresher or are just dipping their toes into this soapy masterpiece. The Dupree family has always been portrayed as the epitome of upper-middle-class perfection. Polished smiles at social gatherings, whispered confidences behind closed doors, and a veneer of unity that masks the simmering tensions beneath. Vernon Dupree, the patriarch with his commanding presence and silver-tongued charm, has long been the rock of the familia, so it seemed. But cracks began to show when whispers of his infidelity started circulating, threatening to topple the entire facade. Enter Ted, the family's enigmatic confidant, or is he more of a meddler? We'll get to that. Who dropped the bombshell that would ignite this powder keg? Ted's revelation about Vernon's extramarital escapades wasn't just a casual slip. It was a calculated share, delivered with the kind of gravity that only a true insider could muster. Picture the scene. Ted, leaning in close, his voice a hushed thunder, recounting details that painted Vernon not as the devoted husband, but as a man entangled in a web of lies and forbidden passions. The air thickens with disbelief, the weighted betrayal hanging like a storm cloud over the Dupree household. No sooner had Ted spilled these scandalous beans than Nicole, Vernon's fiercely protective daughter, sprang into action. With the fire of familial loyalty burning in her eyes, she raced over to her sister's house, her mind a whirlwind of questions and accusations. Nicole, always the level-headed one in the family dynamic, arrived with a sense of urgency that bordered on desperation. She needed answers, clarity, anything to make sense of the chaos Ted had unleashed. And who was there to greet her but Donnie, her sister, whose initial reaction was nothing short of classic soap opera denial. Donnie mocked the very idea of their father's infidelity. How we love those moments of incredulity that foreshadow the inevitable heartbreak. Vernon cheating? Our Vernon? That's absurd, she might have exclaimed, her laughter ringing hollow even as doubt crept into her expression. But as the sisters huddled together, exchanging fragments of information like puzzle pieces from a shattered family portrait, the truth began to emerge from the shadows. It started with small inconsistencies. A late-night phone call Vernon had brushed off as business, a mysterious receipt tucked away in his wallet, lingering scents of unfamiliar perfume on his collars. Nicole and Donnie pieced it together, their conversation growing more intense with each revelation. The room must have felt electric, charged with the energy of unspoken fears and rising suspicions. They debated storming into their parents' home right then and there, demanding the full story in a blaze of confrontation. Imagine the drama. Doors flung open, voices raised in accusation, tears streaming down faces as the family's dirty laundry aired for all to see. But wisdom, or perhaps fear of the irreversible damage, prevailed. They decided to hold back, to bide their time until Vernon and Anita were ready to come clean on their own terms. It was a mature choice, one that spoke to the deep bonds of sisterhood and the fragile hope that their family could weather this storm without total destruction. Yet, in the world of soap operas, where patience is often a prelude to pandemonium, such restraint rarely lasts. And here's where things get truly tantalizing. And where our suspicions about Donnie's role come into sharp focus. What if that carefully constructed dam of secrecy bursts not in a quiet family meeting, but amid the glittering chaos of the Dupree family's annual Christmas party? Oh, the irony. Picture the scene in all its festive glory. Twinkling lights strung across the grand living room, the scent of pine mingling with the aroma of mulled wine and roasted chestnuts. Guests milling about in their holiday finery, laughter echoing off the walls. The Dupree Christmas gathering is legendary in their social circle, night of toasts, gifts, and forced merriment that often hides deeper undercurrents of tension. But this year, with Vernon's infidelity lurking like a ghost at the feast, the party could transform from a celebration into a catastrophe. We can't help but theorize that Dani, with her fiery temperament and unfiltered honesty, might be the one to lose control and shatter the illusion. Donnie has always been the wild card in the Dupree clan, passionate, impulsive sister who wears her heart on her sleeve and isn't afraid to call out hypocrisy when she sees it. Remember those earlier scenes where she mocked the infidelity rumors? That was just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath her sarcasm lies a well of hurt and anger, bubbling up from years of perceiving her father's flaws, but never confronting them head-on. As the party unfolds, perhaps a glass too many of champagne loosens her tongue. Maybe she overhears Vernon whispering sweet nothings to Anita, or catches a glimpse of him checking his phone with that guilty furtiveness we've come to associate with his secret life. Whatever the trigger, imagine Donnie snapping, her voice cutting through the holiday cheer like a knife through wrapping paper. How can you stand there pretending everything's fine, Dad, after what you've done to Mom? The words hang in the air, freezing the room in stunned silence. Guests exchange awkward glances. The music seems to falter, and Anita's face crumples in confusion and pain as the truth explodes into the open. But why pin this on Donnie specifically? Let's delve deeper into her character arc, because in soaps like this, every action is rooted in backstory and motivation. Donnie's relationship with her parents has been fraught with complexity. She's the daughter who idolized Vernon in her youth, seeing him as the infallible provider, only to grow disillusioned as adulthood revealed his human frailties. Her mockery of the cheating allegations wasn't just denial, it was the defense mechanism, a way to shield herself from the pain of betrayal. Yet, as the evidence mounted during her talk with Nicole, that shield cracked. Donnie's impulsive nature evident in past storylines where she's jumped into relationships or career decisions without thinking makes her the perfect candidate for a dramatic outburst. And let's not forget the holiday setting. Christmas amplifies emotions, turning joy into ecstasy and sorrow into despair. The pressure of maintaining appearances in front of extended family and friends could push Dani over the edge, transforming her from supportive sister to unwitting destroyer. Now, tying this all back to the bigger picture, is this explosive narrative playing out in the acclaimed soap Beyond the Gates? For those unfamiliar, Beyond the Gates is a modern masterpiece of daytime television, set in a gated community where wealth and privilege collide with raw human drama. The show masterfully weaves tales of infidelity, family secrets, and redemption, often against the backdrop of lavish events like holiday parties. The Dupree storyline fits seamlessly into this universe. Think of the opulent mansions, the intricate social hierarchies, and the constant undercurrent of scandal that defines the series. Vernon could easily be one of those charismatic tycoons whose double life threatens to unravel everything, while Anita represents the stoic wife holding the family together. Nicole and Donnie, they're the next generation, grappling with inherited sins and forging their own paths amid the chaos. If this is indeed part of Beyond the Gates, it wouldn't be the first time the show has used a family gathering as the stage for a major reveal. Remember the infamous Thanksgiving episode from a few seasons back, where a similar infidelity bombshell led to a table-flipping melee? The parallels are uncanny, and it heightens the drama tenfold. Fans of the show know that Beyond the Gates thrives on these moments of high-stakes confrontation, where characters' true colors emerge under pressure. Donnie's potential role in exposing Vernon could be a pivotal plot point, forcing the family to confront not just the infidelity, but deeper issues like trust, forgiveness, and the cost of secrets. Will Anita forgive Vernon, Or will this mark the beginning of a bitter divorce arc? Could Donnie's actions alienate her from the family, leading to her own spiral of regret and redemption? The possibilities are endless. And that's what makes soaps like this so addictive. Of course, we're speculating here based on the breadcrumbs the writers have left us. The beauty of Beyond the Gates or whichever show this storyline belongs to its unpredictability. Maybe Dani holds her tongue, and the revelation comes from an unexpected source. Perhaps Vernon confesses himself, turning the party into a moment of cathartic honesty rather than destruction. Or, in true soap fashion, a new twist emerges. What if Ted's information was flawed, and Vernon's infidelity is actually a red herring for something even more sinister, like a business deal gone wrong or a hidden health crisis? As we wrap up this exploration, we have to ask you, our loyal viewers and readers, do you think Donnie will be the one to ruin the Dupree Christmas party and expose Vernon's infidelity to a neater? Will she succumb to her emotions in a blaze of dramatic glory? Or will cooler heads prevail? And is this all unfolding in the luxurious confines of Beyond the Gates, where no secret stays buried forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Love hearing your theories and predictions. Stay tuned to TV Soap news and spoilers for more updates, recaps, and exclusive insights. Until next time, keep those remotes handy, because the drama never sleeps. Happy holidays! Every may your family gatherings be far less explosive than the Duprees.